Ben Walter looking to extend his unbelievable 30-game hitting streak in this one. It's the Syracuse Mets taking on the Rochester Red Wings. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. With attractive interest rates and friendly staff, Mid-South Electronic Credit Union is the bank you can trust. Ask for Spencer. Walter really bringing some thump at the plate lately. 5 homers in the last. This one's hammered to left center. Well struck. It's off the wall. Around first, hustling for 2. Safe at second with a leadoff double. And he keeps swinging a hot bat. Some really good games lately. Hard to complain about the result when you smack one off the wall like that, even if you maybe wanted it to carry over the fence. Now they've got a good shot at scoring the first run of the game with the runner in scoring position. In the dirt.
1 ball, 1 strike.
In there safely. And he goes down to third on the wild pitch. That's a good read from the runner at second base. The angle towards the plate makes it difficult to see how far the ball has gotten away from the catcher. Nice job to get a good look and take off. Grounder left side. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. To first, and it just gets there in time. 1 away. And out. So some sloppy defense and over-aggressive base running, and it ends up as a double play. First and third, 1 away. Walter cracked a double the first time at bat. He's already 2 for 2 with a single and a double, and moseying right along to set up a chance at the cycle. And now, Ryan Clifford. In the air to the right, De La Cruz. And now 2 away. Came away empty from an AB where he had a chance to do damage. Tough break. First and second, 2 outs. Coming up to the dish for Syracuse, Brett Beatty.
Hey, keep it going. Clutch up for us.
In there, picks up the K. They limit the damage here. 1 run in the inning, but they leave a pair aboard. Midway through the... Welcome back. The Red Wings at the dish in the bottom of the 4th.
That's shortstop.
He swings and drives this one to deep left. It one-hops off the wall. Might be trouble. Around first and heading for second. And it's a double. Their first hit in this one. Pretty clear he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Great swing. Not quite enough to leave the yard, but you could tell it was going to be extra bases as soon as it got over his head and left. Oh, and this could be. Yes, it is. It'll sail out of here for a grand slam. What a swing. What a job he did to swing the momentum in this ballgame. He recognized the opportunity with the bases loaded and didn't get too greedy. He just waited for a pitch he could handle and punished it to put his team in the lead. Reaching for it, makes the catch.
Now batting, left fielder.
Bases empty, 1 away. And now at the plate, Ben Walter. He's already gone yard in this game. Labeled on a line to center. Got it, and there's 2 away. And he may be feeling down as he heads back to the dugout, but that's a swing to be proud of. That ball was torched, even if he has nothing to show for it. More swings like that, and he'll be on track for a promotion. Well struck, out to left. And it one-hops the wall. 1 run comes across, and here comes the runner. He'll score 2. He's reached a significant achievement with that last swing of the bat. 100 runs batted in. Hobbies include driving in runs and contributing to wins. Man at second here with 2 away. And here's the first baseman, Ryan Clifford. The right-handed reliever. And ball 4. 2 aboard. 4-pitch walk there. Good discipline by the batter, making him come into the strike zone. Here's the third baseman, Brett Beatty. And there's a fly ball deep to right. One hops off the wall, might be trouble here. 1 run is in, coming around third. Now a relay to the plate, but it's offline. And they're pulling away, up by 7 now. Gets the job done as he brings home a pair. Great swing, everything right on time. He squared it up really well. No surprise it turned into a double. Walter really excelled in this game, helping lead them to the win. 4 hits, 1 of them a homer. Huge effort at the dish. I hope he savors this game. Performances like this don't happen every day. Ben Walter comes into this one fresh off a 4-hit game, shades of Tony Gwynn. That's the kind of contact any team would take in their lineup. It's the Syracuse Mets taking on the Rochester Red Wings. Introductions wrapping up down on the field. First pitch just minutes away. Walter, the next to hit. There's a buzz in the stadium every time up lately, with the hitting streak growing. Swinging a drive deep left field, pretty far back there. Out of here. Made them pay for that one. Home run number 50 on the year. And that's how they take the lead. It's 2-0. When a hitter puts a swing like that on the first pitch of an at-bat, it's because they came up looking for that exact pitch. I think that's the case for him there. He absolutely smoked that one. This one is labeled. And there's one down. And he was all over that heater. A grain or 2 lower on the ball, and it's still flying, and he's got to jog around the bases. So with a runner at second and 1 away, now it's the shortstop, Jack Dunn. This one high in the air, out to left center.
3-3-3.
There to make the catch. Runner tags at second. Up to third safely with 2 gone. Two outs, runners at first and second. Walter, already a homer for him in this one.
We're gonna need you right here.
Swing and a drive.
Stay up! Stay up!
It's off the wall. 1 run's in, coming to the plate. The relay. Not in time. Safe at home. It's 5-2. And he's clearly locked in after yet another hit. Really seeing the ball well lately. And he's a threat every time he steps into the box. So digging in, Ryan Clifford.
Runner.
It bounces and he's headed for third. Throw to third, out. and that'll end the inning. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits. No errors. Today's game is brought to you by Mutual Consolidated Cow Insurance. If your livestock success is moving down, you need MCCI. Liner to left, and that'll get down for a base hit. Stepping in, Ben Walter. And in the first inning, he started off his day at the dish with a 2-run homer. Not a bad way to get things going. And that's a fair ball. Around first, hustling for 2. The relay to second. There's the tag. They get the out, and that's the inning. Time to stretch. The Mets lead it 6-4. Runner at first. Walter getting ready to hit. He's already homered in this ballgame. And he swings and lofts one to deep center. Snags it on the warning track. Walter may not be stoppable this season as he hit home run number 50 in this game. And think about this. Nobody's hit 50 homers in a minor league season since Ron Kittle did it way back in 1982. Safe to say he's cementing himself as a next-level power threat. Ben Walter getting locked in, leading his squad in OPS this season. All eyes on this rising star today. It's the Syracuse Mets taking on the Rochester Red Wings. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Top half of the second from Rochester. There's a buzz in the stadium every time up lately with the hitting streak growing. That one hammered center field. It's carrying. And it's caught just in front of the wall. What an effort he put in on that play. Covered a ton of ground and saved extra bases with the catch. On the mound, he might want to take a second before throwing this next pitch to give him a break. Base hit. 1 run is in. Now the second run crosses the plate, and they lead by 2 now. So the streak rolls to yet another game as he collects a hit here. Truly remarkable territory we're in, and he's at a point where he can start keeping the names of Joe DiMaggio and Joe Wilhoit in the back of his mind. I'm not saying he's going to get up past 60 and challenge them, but who knows? Line drive for a base hit, coming to the plate. Comes across to score. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 3. Nice job to drive in the run. You talk about strong hands, he's got them. That one was inside, and it got pretty deep in the zone, and he still got enough of it for the hit to the opposite field. Yepes tossed to second. What a play to end the inning. 3 runs, 4 hits, no errors, 1 left aboard. We move on to the bottom of the third. The Mets out in front, 3-0. Stepping to the plate for Rochester, Trey Lipscomb. 1 out and the base is empty. This one is labeled. Bangs off the wall. Around first, hustling for 2. And into second with 1 away. That's a double. Everything came together on that swing. I'm sure he wishes he could have put that over the wall, but a laser off the fence isn't half bad. Just barely missed the homer. Well struck, out to left.
Go, 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 ball, go.
That one's gone. A 2-run shot. 51st home run of the season, and they add to their lead. It's 5-zip. That makes it 8 straight games with a homer, and that matches the MLB record held by Dale Long, Don Mattingly, and Ken Griffey Jr. What a streak.
The left fielder.
Walter getting ready to hit. He's already gone yard in this game. This one's hammered to left center, well struck. And that one's getting out of here. Blasted that one out of here. 52nd home run of the year. His second of the night. And they add to the lead. It's 9-0. An absolute rocket of a home run there. The sound of that one coming off the bat was impressive. He can feel very good about that dinger. Digging in for the Mets, Ben Walter. And hold on to your seats, everybody, because he digs in here with a chance at launching his 3rd homer of the ball game. Not a feat you'll get to witness every day. Bashes this one to deep left center. Gone. It's another long ball in this game. That's home run number 3 of the game. 53rd homer of the year. And they boost their lead. It's 12-0. What a show he has put on at the plate in this ballgame. 3 homer games like this one don't come along every day. I hope he's enjoying it. I know I am. Every time up, he was a threat, and that's a big piece of why they got the win. Impressive showing for sure. Ben Walter went yard 3 times last game. With that elite power, you won't want to miss this one today. It's the Syracuse Mets taking on the Rochester Red Wings. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Here's the left fielder, Ben Walter. There's a buzz in the stadium every time up lately with the hitting streak growing.
Come on, ball, get on up.
Can't get there, and it deflects away. So the streak rolls to yet another game as he collects a hit here. Truly remarkable territory we're in, and he's at a point where he can start keeping the names of Joe DiMaggio and Joe Wilhoit in the back of his mind. I'm not saying he's going to get up past 60 and challenge them, but who knows? Ripped on the ground to second. Play made, that ends the inning. They strand a pair. On to the bottom of the... Bases empty, 1 away. Next up for the Red Wings, Dante Williams.
Williams.
And it stays fair. Around first, hustling for two. In at second with a one-out double. Fell behind in the count with 2 strikes, but didn't panic and picked up the hit. Good job to stay back on that one and not roll over on it. Let it get deep in the zone, then drop the bat head on it and ripped it the other way for a knock.
Hey, clutch up right here.
This one is labeled. Back there. Brings it in at the wall. 2 outs, runners at first and second. Walter, 1 for 2. Swing and a drive.
Come on, ball, stretch!
Bangs off the wall. 1 run's in. Now the throw comes in. Runner holds at third. And he's clearly locked in after yet another hit. Really seeing the ball well lately. And he's a threat every time he steps into the box. Here it comes. Now a flare off the bat. Base hit. 1 run is in. Another comes in to score. And now they're up by 3. Nicely done. Brings home 2. Not the loudest contact, but he dunked it down the opposite way for a hit all the same. Must have opened the door for someone or helped them with their groceries, because that knock had good karma written all over it. This one's hammered to left center. Well struck. That one's carrying. And that one's getting out of here. Made them pay for that one. 54th home run of the season. And they tack on 3. When a hitter puts a swing like that on the first pitch of an at-bat, it's because they came up looking for that exact pitch. I think that's the case for him there. He absolutely smoked that one. It gets down, base hit. Lead runner turns at second. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single. Nice line drive cut there. Had everything working smoothly on the swing. That's one to try and replicate. This next at-bat looms very large. So up next, Ben Walter. He's already homered in this ballgame. This one is labeled. And it one-hops the wall. Runner from second scores as they add on. In with a double makes it 2 on the night. And he continues this huge game, even if that one did stay in the yard. What a performance. 2 away and a runner in scoring position here. Ryan Clifford will hit next. This one to right. And it falls. Here's the throw to the plate. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. That was a bang. Walter was outstanding in this one, helping them get the win. 4 hits, 1 of them a homer. Huge effort at the dish. I hope he savors this game. Performances like this don't happen every day. Ben Walter comes into this one fresh off a 4-hit game, shades of Tony Gwynn. That's the kind of contact any team would take in their lineup. It's the Syracuse Mets taking on the Rochester Red Wings. First pitch coming your way next. Ben Walter getting ready to hit. There's a buzz in the stadium every time up lately with the hitting streak growing. Walter went yard in his most recent game. Swinging a high fly ball, sailing towards left center field, pretty deep. Makes the catch up against the wall. They strand one. On to the bottom of the first, no score. One out, runners at first and second. He has been on fire as of late, and there's a ton of buzz in the org about him being called up very soon. Bashes this one to deep left center. And gone! Made them pay for that one. Home run number 55 on the year. And they tack on 3. Always helps to pad the lead, and they did exactly that. When a hitter puts a swing like that on the first pitch of an at-bat, it's because they came up looking for that exact pitch. I think that's the case for him there. He absolutely smoked that one. This one is labeled. That one's deep. Out of here, off the batter's eye. A massive shot. His second of the night, 56th home run of the season. And they tack on to their lead. It's 6-0. And he rounds the bases in his very first trip to the plate. Way to go above and beyond. Coming up to the dish for Syracuse, Ben Walter. 2 home runs under his belt already in this game, most recently in inning number 6. Now he's looking for his 3rd dinger in this spot. This crowd should be on the edge of their seats. Lunges for it, can't make the catch. And the throw's offline, safe at 3rd. So because of the injury, a replacement needed at 3rd. Pinch running here, Omar De Los Santos. 1 out and 2 on. And now the first baseman, Ryan Clifford. Safe, a stolen base. Kicks and delivers. That was one you'll want back right in the heart of the zone. Gotta punish that. Now the payoff pitch. Got the strikeout looking. Frozen with the heater at the knees. So digging in, Brett Beatty. On the ground, right side, Clough. Play made, that ends the inning. So they strand a pair. We've got the last half of the 8th coming up. Always great to see a player as locked in as he was in this one. Every at-bat felt like an opportunity to see him deliver. Ben Walter with an eye-popping 35-game hitting streak. Can he extend it one more today? It's the Syracuse Mets taking on the Rochester Red Wings. We'll be back to get this one started after this. Work on your breath and find your center while surrounded by your fellow primates at Bonobo Yoga. yoga with the apes. There's a buzz in the stadium every time up lately, with the hitting streak growing. That's a base hit. Around first, hustling for 2. That's a leadoff double. And he keeps swinging a hot bat. Some really good games lately. With balls into the gaps like that one, hitters know they can think about extra bases and make that wide turn around first base. That's a great swing. Now they've got a good shot at scoring the first run of the game with the runner in scoring position.
Runner, yes, yes.
In the dirt, runner heads for third. The throw, tag, he's out! With nobody out, he was already in scoring position with the meat of the order at the plate. Tough to see an opportunity like that go away. Go-ahead run on base. And next, the cleanup hitter, Ben Walter. Cracked a double the first time at bat. This one's hammered to left center, well struck. And it is gone! Made them pay for that one. 57th homer of the season. And they take the lead. It's 3-0. Blasted out of the park for the lead, and I am certain the dugout is fired up right now. When a hitter puts a swing like that on the first pitch of an at-bat, it's because they came up looking for that exact pitch. I think that's the case for him there. He absolutely smoked that one. This one is labeled, and it hits the fence. Now he turns for second. And it's a 2-out double. That one must have felt pure coming off the pad. Hard to complain about the result when you smack one off the wall like that, even if you maybe wanted it to carry over the fence. Coming up to the dish for Syracuse, Ben Walter. And his homer earlier in the game is the only time they've gotten anything across the plate in this one. They may be hoping he can lift one out again. Left field getting pretty deep. And that one hops the wall. Makes the turn, heads for second base. The relay, but he's in there easily. And he's clearly locked in after yet another hit. Really seeing the ball well lately. And he's a threat every time he steps into the box. 1 out, runner at second base. Now at the plate, Brett Beatty.
Hey, keep it going. Need you right now.
Now here's the 0-2.
Runner, he's going.
It bounces and he's headed for third. So a wild pitch lets the runner move up. So difficult for runners at second to read a ball that gets away from the catcher. It can be hard to gauge how much room you have to work with there. The runner made a good decision that time and took the extra 90 feet. Got the strikeout. Out number 2. 2 away and a runner in scoring position here. Next up, Luke Ritter. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch.
Nice rip, big.
Lined, and that's a base hit. In comes the run from third to add on. It's an RBI single. It's 4-zip. Tallies a run and earns the RBI. Great job to step through that and line it the other way for a knock. That's the kind of thing hitters work on consistently, and he's turning that work into in-game success. In the air to left. It falls in, that's a base hit, and it gets by. Around first, hustling for 2.
Hit me a 3, hit me a 3.
Now around second and digging for 3. Fell behind in the count with 2 strikes, but didn't panic and picked up the hit. Nice job to keep it fair. That was off speed to the inner half, but he didn't jump out in front of it and put the barrel on the ball for a laser. Now a pivotal at bat in this ball game. Bashes this one to deep left center.
Get out.
And it's out of here. Blasted that one out of here. Second home run of the game. 58th home run of the season. And they tack on to their lead. It's 6-0. Seems safe to say that he got what he was looking for on that pitch. Great job to square it up and send it out. Obviously, he was a big piece of their success in this ballgame. Great effort at the plate.